You should probably know these 4 fundamental money rules if you want to become wealthy. And the first one is super simple, guys. It is simply spending less than you earn. And as simple as it is, I know a lot of people that struggle with this. Sometimes I even struggle with this. So living within your means is a cornerstone to financial stability. To achieve this, all you really need to do is to create a budget. And that budget has to outline all your income and your expenses. But to be honest, anyone can make a budget, but the hardest part about a budget is sticking to the budget. And again, this is something that I struggle with as well. I could create a budget, but if I'm not diligent on keeping that a priority and figuring out what I'm doing with my money and tracking my spending and also identifying the places that I could cut back on. If I don't do all of that, creating a budget means nothing. So to make the budget actually work well, you have to prioritize essential expenses such as housing, food, utilities, and transportation, and also be very mindful of any discretionary spending like entertainment, dining out, and of course, some shopping. And obviously, guys, if you're spending more than you earn, that could be a big problem. That's how you could get into debt, and that could throw you way, way, way back instead of getting you to those financial goals. So obviously, if you spend less than what you earn, that means it gives yourself the opportunity to allocate those funds towards savings, emergency funds, investments. And like I said, it would also prevent you from accumulating debt. So spending less than you earn is definitely my #1 rule. My next big money rule is prioritizing saving and investing. If you want to be rich, if you want to be healthy, the way you got to do it is by saving and investing. This is the most powerful tool in your toolbox to get you to where you want to be. If you're able to establish a clear saving and investing goal and be able to automate your paychecks to where they need to go with your savings account, your emergency fund, your investment accounts, you will 100% be setting yourself up for financial security. This rule is the biggest habit that you have to have and the most discipline if you really want to get to financial freedom and if you really want to become rich and wealthy. Because if you practice this habit long enough, it becomes second nature and you just end up doing it anyway. And in doing so, investing over time is only going to make you more and more money over time. And also, while you're investing, while you're saving, you should also be trying to explore different avenues for investing. It doesn't all have to be stocks and crypto. It could also be real estate. It could be startups. And it could be more than just your taxable brokerage account. It could be using a vehicle like a Roth IRA, taking advantage of your retirement accounts through work. Pretty much anything that is offered as an asset that could potentially make you money, you should do some research and explore those options. But also, you got to consider your risk tolerance. You also have to consider your time horizons. You also have to consider your financial goals when you're deciding where you want to invest your money. Obviously, what I'm saying here is diversification is key, but also you wouldn't be able to know where to diversify if you don't look into every one of these options that you may have. For example, you might be a trash crypto trader / investor, but you might be really good at picking stocks. You might think that the volatility in stocks and crypto isn't really where you want to be, so you end up going into real estate and so forth and so on. So what I'm saying here, you got to try to find out what investments you want to go with, which investments align with you as a person and your goals, and then go after them. And it might sound like I'm only talking about investing, and that is true because guys, saving isn't going to get you rich. Saving is for emergency funds. Saving is just having cash on hands just in case something happens. Like I said in a previous video, 55% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency. So that's where the saving comes. Making sure that you have an emergency fund, and then the rest you should be investing for your future. Guys, we're already halfway through the video, so if you guys got any value thus far, please consider subscribing to this channel. I'm trying to put out as much content to give you guys a wealth of knowledge of money and how to use it the proper way to get you rich and wealthy. And the next money rule that we have to talk about is diversifying your income streams. Like how we were talking about stocks and investing and having a diverse portfolio, this is huge. You can't solely rely on one income. Whether you're a W-2 worker or a business owner, you can't solely just think that this one income is going to get me where I need to be. Most of us aren't going to have that $500,000 a year job. A lot of us are going to be below $100,000. We're regular people, right? So how are we going to level the playing field to get to where we want to be sooner than later? And if you solely rely on your income, your one job, your income to get you through or to get you to where you want to be, you also have to look at it as, what if my job wasn't there anymore? And that's something that a lot of people don't think about. There's a lot of economic uncertainty right now, and people are losing their jobs. And if you are one of those people that only have that one income stream, now what do you do? So that's why I'm saying you got to diversify your income stream. And in doing so, you'll be able to have more flexibility and more stability. And this could involve almost anything. They could also be related to the work that you do. It could be freelancing, consulting, starting a side hustle, investing in real estate, any type of thing that you could potentially do to make a little bit more income, because diversification not only enhances your financial resilience, but it also offers a lot of opportunities to explore your passions and talents. But you also have to remember that building these other income streams takes a lot of time and effort. So what I would recommend for this, you got to focus on the ventures that align with your skills and your interest first. And the last money rule that I got to talk about is what you're doing right now watching this video. You are educating yourself about finances. It is incredible the amount of people that do not know personal finance. Obviously, personal finance is personal, but a lot of people just don't know about personal finance. They don't know their own. It's not taught in school. And I want to say it's sad, but it's not, because it's just not taught. You have to actually look for it to get this knowledge. And that's why, like I'm saying, you guys are here learning on YouTube, not just from me. Financial literacy is essential to making informed decisions about your money. When you educate yourself about the basics of financial concepts, budgeting, saving, interest, taxes, compounding, debt management, and retirement planning, you are setting yourself up for the future, and you're also potentially setting up future generations that come after you. And like I said, there are numerous resources available. Obviously, there's a bunch of podcasts, there's a bunch of YouTube videos, courses, online websites, community workshops. Just make sure you are vetting them out, because a lot of people are just trying to sell you something. And to be honest, there's so much free information out there that you do not need to buy anything to get you to where you need to be, because obviously that is contradicting what we're trying to do here. You don't need to buy a course to figure out how to budget when there's so many people out there showing you how to budget for free. Don't put yourself in a hole just because some influencer said you need my program or you need something from me so I could help you. Don't do that. But the places I would spend money on is accountants and maybe some financial professionals that you vet out personally and that you trust, because obviously there's a lot of information that is going on, and you need to be able to get the right answers to your questions so you can make the best financial decisions for you. And in doing so, you'll hopefully avoid making super costly mistakes. And if you do, hopefully you'll be able to make adjustments to get you back on the right path. So obviously, guys, all 4 of these rules contribute to your financial well-being. So again, create a budget, automate those savings and investing, dedicate time to financial education. And by taking these actions, I guarantee you, you will be a lot better off in the future, and a lot better off than a lot of people in the nation, in the world. Because guys, in taking these actions that I'm talking about right now, you are laying the groundwork to secure your financial future. And just remember, the journey to financial success starts with informed decisions and consistent efforts. So stay disciplined, guys, and we're all going to make it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.